Hey guys, what is up? It is Trigger Live, and this is the first episode of Get Personal. It's a series I'm starting on We Make Kids Quit, just because I was going to do it for my other channel, and I thought might as well bring it over to this channel. And pretty much it's going to be, I guess, personal questions almost. This specific one is going to be about drinking, and I'm probably going to do another one on drugs and maybe another one on religion, but I don't know any other topics, maybe. So just basically in the comments below, all I'm asking is put a suggestion to a topic like that, like a personal topic, a real life topic that you're actually interested in. And I'm going into grade 11, so I have had quite a lot of experience with alcohol so far, and I guess this is for a bit of the younger audience, the alcohol one. But okay, so let's get into this. Basically, if you're there's a very high chance you're gonna try alcohol at least once underage, if not more. More likely you're gonna try it more. And I'm not gonna tell you not to do it. Everyone knows the risks that are involved with it, but there's not. As long as you be smart, you know, and never drink and drive or anything like that, it shouldn't be too bad. But also, one of the big things is know your limits. I have a couple friends who they throw up after like 2-3 shots, and then I have a couple friends who they can do 10, 15, 20 shots and be absolutely fine. So you have to know your limits. I've had a friend who's thrown up like 9 times straight from a hangover, and then me personally, I've never had a hangover. It's just something I don't get. I've drinking a lot before, and I've never had a hangover. So you got to know your limits. The first time you drink, drink a little, and then go from there, and you'll find your limit. Also, if you're afraid of like maybe tasting that first beer or whatever, most parents, not all though, so most parents though, they'll let you have a sip of their beer or something, and at least you can get the taste of it, kind of know what to be expecting, so you know you don't run into a chugging contest and then just suddenly you realize you hate the taste of beer and just throw up everywhere. So you might want to keep that in mind. And I guess with alcohol and all that comes partying, and if you're, I'm gonna say that, well, I personally drank, first time I drank a lot was in grade 9, and I think that's probably about the grade that most people start, maybe grade 8 for some people. It depends on, you know, what part of town or what school you're in. And I drank quite a bit that night, and luckily, I guess kind of luckily, my dad is, he used to be quite a heavy drinker. He doesn't drink too much. He got a cancer a couple years ago, and he's had to change his diet and everything, but that's another story that I can talk about later. But so he doesn't drink too much anymore. But so I guess from him I have a tolerance from beer, maybe the gene, I don't know. But he doesn't get hangovers, and neither do I guess, because it's just something I don't get. It's weird though. My brother gets pretty bad hangovers, so it just all depends on who your dad is, who your mom is. You know, you just gotta figure it out. But as I was talking about, yeah, drinking goes hand in hand with parties. And once you get into high school, maybe after grade 9, or if you're in the U.S., I think high school starts at grade 9. But yeah, once you get into high school, you're gonna start having a lot more parties, and you gotta watch yourself. Some stuff goes down at the parties that you just want to stay away from. If you see people doing certain types of drugs that are just pretty hardcore, stay away from them. Don't even try and let them ask you. If they do, just politely say no. Most of the time they'll be completely fine with it. But yeah, just try and stay away from heavy drugs, because they can really mess you up. So be careful of that. And then also be careful. I've been to, I think, 2 parties now, maybe 3 that police have busted. And when police bust a party, don't try and be cool and talk off to them and stuff, even though it sounds like it would be awesome. Just do what they want to do. Obviously, you still have rights. If they ask to search your bag or something, and you're not comfortable with them doing it, even if you have nothing in there, you can deny that. They're not allowed to search your bag without a search warrant. I mean, they can still get one, but yeah, you still have rights, so at least be smart about it, but don't just mouth off at them randomly. They're just doing their job. Sometimes they can be pretty big dicks, but they're just doing their job. And yeah, so when police come, the best thing to do is, once when police came, there's probably about 40-50 people at this party that I was at, and the police came, and there was drugs and alcohol and everything, and of course everyone's underage. And actually what about 35 people did of that party is they ran to the backyard and jumped the fence and just ran throughout the neighborhood. And actually the police got a couple people, not arrested them, but they got them, asked them for ID, all this. And what I did is I actually stayed in the house and it was a house party, and I just sat on the chair, and the police never came in. They knocked on the door. The owner of the house said, yeah, there was a party and all this, and her parents weren't home, so she might have gotten in trouble, but the police never came in, so they never asked me any questions. They asked a couple of my friends questions that had ran away, so it might be smarter to just not run. Running from the police isn't the smartest thing unless you almost know that you can get away, but even then it's really sketchy and it's not always the best idea. But that's pretty much the first Get Personal. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave your suggestions below. Also, send me in stories of your drinking experiences or your drug experiences or anything of that type. I can maybe feature them, and I won't put your name, obviously. Keep your name anonymous. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and have a nice week.